Welcome back to Living and Investing in Cancun. This time around we are changing it up a little bit. Instead of the usual Tulum, Playa del Carmen, or Cancun itself, we will be talking about a project located in the very popular Puerto Vallarta called Crystal Cove. A very intriguing project that I am honestly very excited to talk about. And so yes, in this video we will be going over Crystal Cove and what it has to offer so that hopefully by the end of this video we will have helped you arrive at your own conclusion as to whether or not it might be right for you. Stay tuned. Hey again everybody, my name is Frank, I am the man in the chair, and I am partnered with the lovely Diana, a licensed agent with Net Real Estate, and we help people just like you who are wanting to either live or invest in Cancun or its surrounding areas find that perfect spot. So do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team, whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call any day of the week. Any time of day, it is what we love to do. So yes, as mentioned in this video, we are talking about Crystal Cove. And it's interesting because recently my business partner Diana reached out to me saying, hey Frank, I know we usually cover projects in either Tulum, Playa del Carmen, Cancun itself, and so on, but I found a project I think people will really like in Puerto Vallarta, which is another popping area. And she said, just check it out and let me know what you think. And so I did. I looked over the information she sent my way and oh my goodness, I thought, yep, that's a good video to make for this channel, and here we are. So without further ado, let's waste no more time and get right to it. Eventually, we will be talking about the floor plans, we will be talking about the pricing, we will be talking about the payment plans, etc. But first, let's start with what Crystal Cove is, what it has to offer, the amenities, and so on. For starters, yes, as mentioned, Crystal Cove is located in Puerto Vallarta, a very comparable location to places like Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Tulum, etc. Now, regarding Crystal Cove more specifically, it'll be nearby the Puerto Vallarta International Airport, highways to Guadalajara and more, golf courses and tennis clubs as well, hiking and biking locations, a number of beaches, which I would imagine goes without saying, and yes, essentially everything else that Banderas Bay has to offer, which is what they call the general area. Now, location aside, let's talk about Crystal Cove itself. The vision they're going for, to use their own words at least, would be architectural brilliance harmonizing with contemporary design. A lifestyle of comfort and ease, essentially balancing elegance with a tranquil retreat. To continue using their own words, as far as the design goes, they describe it as a symphony of soft lines and fluid contours, creating an atmosphere of calm and harmony, perfectly complemented by the unbeatable ocean views. A bit dramatic if you ask me, but I will not disagree with the ocean views. Now, of course, as to be expected, in addition to the lovely design and the aforementioned ocean views, like any other project, it doesn't just stop there. There will be amenities. Such amenities include, but are not limited to, multi-purpose areas, a more professional and personalized reception staff, pools and a jacuzzi, one of those pools being on the rooftop, sized at 164 feet, infinity pool style, with panoramic views of the ocean, as well as, and as usual, a well-equipped gym, pickleball courts, as that's all the rage these days, a private dock for your boats, for your jet skis, your paddleboards, your kayaks, a fully stocked bar, because how could they not? And yes, much more, but at least I wanted to get the big ones out of the way. Moving on from what Crystal Cove is about, what it has to offer, and its amenities, let's talk the development project itself, more specifically its inventory. Crystal Cove is the one tower, and the reason I bring that up is because some other projects will have multiple buildings. This is just the one, but this one will have 6 floors and a total of 66 condos. Now, among these 66 units, you have essentially 3 varying floor plans. 11 of them are 1-bedroom floor plans, 38 of them are 2-bedroom floor plans, and 17 of them are 3-bedroom floor plans. What I find interesting is that with each floor plan, it gives an unspecific number of bathrooms. For example, the 1-bedroom floor plan has, yes, 1 bedroom, but then it says up to 2 bathrooms. So what I'm getting at is, while you might choose from one of the floor plans, I do believe they offer some variety within that exact floor plan. A bit confusing, at least with the way I just attempted to articulate it, but hopefully you know what I mean. Essentially, while you have a certain set floor plan, you will still have some choice in terms of variation, which, yes, as to be expected, will will make the price fluctuate depending on square footage. And of course, view. Now, speaking of square footage, let's go through these one by one. And no, I most certainly do not mean all 66 units, but the 3 floor plans they offer for you to choose from. Let's start with Model A, which as mentioned, there are 11 of. Model A will have 1 bedroom, up to 2 bathrooms, and a terrace. In terms of the unit itself, Model A goes up to 800 square feet, and its terrace goes up to 380 square feet. So already you're seeing an example of what I was alluding to earlier, which is yes, while they have their 3 floor plans, each one will be slightly different from the other in terms of size, both inside and out. After that, we've got Model B, which yes, there are 38 units of. Model B will have 2 bedrooms, up to 3 bathrooms, and the terrace. The unit itself goes up to 1,200 square feet, and the terrace goes up to only 200. I say only 200 because the terrace for Model A could go up to 380. So for whatever reason, if you're getting Model B, you'll have a larger apartment with a smaller terrace. Still though, quite a jump in size inside. Oftentimes a secondary bedroom is kind of an afterthought, so it's nice to see a jump of 400 more square feet rather than just squeezing another bedroom into the 800 floor plan. Moving on, last but certainly not least, we have Model C, their largest floor plan that has 3 bedrooms, up to 4 bathrooms, and the terrace. The unit itself will go up to 1,500 square feet, another big jump in size, and an absolutely gigantic balcony. And as you already might be thinking, with these fluctuation in sizes for each floor plan, one would imagine that the prices fluctuate too, instead of being a set number for a set floor plan. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk pricing. All right, looking at the price list, the first thing you'll notice is a lot of inventory. A bit intimidating to look at first, but ultimately very simple. So while I will most certainly not be going through these one by one, it's still worthwhile to go through a few key numbers. If we're looking for the absolute cheapest unit they offer, it will be towards the bottom of page 1 on hold. As to be expected, it is the smallest 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom unit at right around $302,000. With it being on hold, it's very possible it will eventually no longer be on hold, or eventually, of course, sold out. With that in mind, let's go ahead and pretend it's sold and move on to the next cheapest, which is in the top half of page 2. Unit 511, another 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom at right around $320,000. And otherwise, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to see a lot of fluctuation. For example, 2 beds, 2 baths for $460,000, but another 2 beds, 2 baths for $575,000. All the way up to the most expensive unit they have available, bottom of the second page, looking at the penthouses, at right around $1.8 million. Ultimately, quite a lot of options to choose from, quite a lot of views to choose from, quite a lot of variations to choose from. Now finally, while still on the subject of pricing, let's briefly talk payment plans, which Crystal Cove offers 4 of. Payment plan number 1 is 30% down, 60% monthly over 20 months with no interest, and 10% upon signing the public deed and physical delivery of the unit. Payment plan number 2 is 50% down, 40% monthly, 10% at the end for a 3% discount. On to payment plan 3, which is 80% down, 20% at the very end, no monthly payments for a 5% discount. And then you've got payment plan number 4, which is 30% down, 40% monthly payments, and 30% at the end, no discount mentioned. And so there you have it. I do apologize if that was some information overload. I do walk a fine line between trying to get you as much information as possible because we are given a lot of information on these development projects, while also trying to keep the video short and sweet, give you the cliff notes, the broad, more general information for you to make your mind up about. And of course, if you want any further information, feel free to reach out to us. But yes, that is Crystal Cove. It is a very intriguing development project. I'm partial to it because I do like that it's on the water. I do like the amenities. I like the design and all that. But here's the thing. It might not be right right for you, and that's okay. Maybe you want something in Tulum that is a plot of land you can build a house on. Maybe you prefer something in Cancun, a hustle and bustle town with tons and tons of growth still happening. Maybe you want something more in between like Playa del Carmen, so on and so forth. Either way, that is what we are here for, helping people just like you who are wanting to either live or invest in Cancun or its surrounding areas, evidently. Find that perfect spot. But the only way we can do that is, yes, by you reaching out to us. So again, do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team, whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call any day of the week, any time of day. And yes, if you haven't noticed already, on this channel we talk about living and investing in Cancun and its surrounding areas. So if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and ringing that little bell to get notified anytime we put out a new video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Click the like button if we've been providing any value for you. Share it with anybody you know. And until the next one, you guys, my name is Frank. This is Living and Investing in Cancun, and we will absolutely catch you later.